everybody, welcome to my informative speech on dogs and depression, how your dog helps improve your mental health. Now, I obviously am unable to project it, so I did print out my PowerPoint and I'm handing it to the lovely Hannah, who is my audience today, as well as all of you. So, some of you are probably aware or unaware, but depression affects more than 40 million people in the US alone. Which means if you yourself don't suffer from any kind of depression, then someone you know does. If you're not sure if you know someone who does, let me clear it up for you. You know one, and it's me. I was diagnosed with major depressive disorder in February of 2017, and so that was difficult. Been seeing counselors, going on different medications, doctors, and stuff like that. I was also diagnosed with anxiety at the same time. Oh, I'm sorry. If you're following along with the PowerPoint, this is slide 2. I got my dog Max at the end of 2017 in November, and it was through a lot of prayer and speaking with my counselor that we decided a dog was the best course of action for me at that time. Moving on to slide 3. Just some general symptoms of depression are feelings of loneliness, sadness, anxiety, that empty feeling inside where you're unfulfilled, oversleeping or insomnia, you have trouble concentrating, remembering details, or making decisions, you overeat, you have a loss of appetite, or even suicidal thoughts and attempts. Studies have been shown that people who own pets, or more specifically dogs, have improved mental health overall. The National Alliance on Mental Illness states that depression affects, again, more than 40 million adults in the US. This is just adults, so children and teenagers under the age of 18 were not included in this study. And they also say that having that pet can improve your mental health significantly. I personally vote for dogs because I'm biased, but cats, guinea pigs, or any other pet can also be very helpful. A survey by the Human Animal Bond Research Institute stated that 74% of pet owners said that having a pet did in fact improve their mental state and helped with their depression and anxiety. I pulled that information from How Pets Help Manage Depression by article by Cara Robinson Mayer. I found another article by Therese Borhard that was 6 ways dogs help your depression symptoms. The first one is dogs alter our behavior with their endless positivity. There have been many days when I've come home from work or just had a general rough day in general, and my dog is always happy to see me. He is always there to give me kisses. He jumps up. He is so excited, and it just can change your overall mood for the better. Number 2, dogs can, this is also slide 5. Number 2, dogs distract us by getting us to stop focusing on what's going on inside our heads and instead makes us focus outward. One thing with depression is you tend to wallow. At least I tend to wallow and think about, the great weight of the world or how much I hate myself or that kind of thing. And then here's my dog being a dork, and he needs to go out and he needs to be walked and he needs attention, and it helps you focus on something other than yourself. Dogs promote touch. Many studies have been done on the positive effects of just hugging or sensory in general. Hugs or physical touch can help raise your oxytocin levels, which brings your heart rate down, helps you relax, de-stress, and improves your overall mood. Number 4, dogs make us responsible. I think that this goes along with a biblical principle, as a side note, is that the first thing that Adam's real first task in the garden was to steward the animals and to look after them and care for them. So I think it is God's design that we also look after animals and other people. Also, a sense of responsibility can give you a sense of fulfillment, a sense of purpose, something like, something is depending on me to feed it. Something is dependent on me to take it out or take care of it or make sure it's doing all right. And that really helps people with depression because you don't want to do any of that. There's no reason. Number 5, dogs lower our blood pressure. Again, with the oxytocin levels, just watching dogs generally being a calming presence in your life can help bring your heart rate down. It helps you relax again, de-stress. They're very cute and fluffy. You know about it. And number 6, dogs offer unconditional love and acceptance. A dog is never going to look at you funny because you decided that you were not getting out of bed today. A dog is never going to look at you, is going to say anything when you just come home and you're talking. They're not going to judge you. There is truly unconditional love and acceptance. I one day spent literally 10 hours on my couch watching a whole season of the Great British Baking Show, and my dog just sat there with me because he just wanted to be next to me and put his head in my lap, and it was probably one of the better experiences I've had in one of those days. A direct quote from Therese is, "Dogs bring happiness into your life, and depression is often no match for the unconditional love that they provide." Slide 6, and my final point is, dogs can contribute to your happiness. How Dogs Can Help with Depression by Grenly Greer says, dogs reduce stress, anxiety, and depression, ease loneliness, encourage exercise, and improve your all-around health. So my final point is, if you know someone who suffers from depression or anxiety, or you are as well, I highly recommend getting a dog or a cat. Cats are cute too, and they purr and they're very fluffy. But from my personal experience, I would say that a dog is the way to go. They're often way more excited to see you when you come home than a cat. They are a little bit more high maintenance, but they will get you outside moving, and I do really believe that they help. Thank you, and see y'all later.